Bit of a different video today. I did say that I was going to be doing a deep dive on all of the brand new products from The Ordinary. When I say brand new, I mean like 4 or 5 months old. The most recent launches from The Ordinary. Some of these I've spoken about before, some of them I have definitely not. But I thought we would make it slightly more interesting. And at the end of this video, we're going to be ranking these from worst to best. Those products that are superb quality, really high-end luxury products that are going to do wonders for your skin, to those products that just really didn't hit the mark for me. I don't see the point of these. I was a little bit confused and definitely would not recommend. In no particular order, first product up, we've got the PHA 5% Exfoliating Lip Serum. Okay, so I have spoken about this on my channel before. I think it was in one of my faves and fails videos, but I'd only been trying it out for a short period of time. I really liked this. I still like this on the odd occasion, but for continued use, I don't think it's for me. So this has 5% PHA to smooth and hydrate and gently exfoliates the lips. So a PHA is really quite a large molecular structure, so it doesn't penetrate really deep. And you definitely don't want a deep penetration for the lip area. The lips are very, very sensitive, very thin skin on the lips. You don't need that deep penetration. You just want a surface exfoliation and nothing more aggressive. Other really beneficial ingredients in this formula are ectoin and glycerin. Now glycerin, the unsung hero as far as I'm concerned. I absolutely love glycerin. It is very, very good at hydrating. It does do a little bit of nourishing and it's very good at plumping out the skin. Begone hyaluronic acid. I know everybody really does focus on hyaluronic acid, but glycerin is where all the good stuff happens as far as I'm concerned. Also, ectoin. Ectoin is fantastic at looking after the skin barrier, and where the lips are concerned, that is incredibly important, especially when you're exfoliating. So this does work. It does exfoliate the lips, but you do have to be careful how many times a week you're actually using this. It's not for daily use, or at least it definitely wasn't for me. The PHA 5% exfoliating lip serum is supposed to boost the natural hydration in your lips by 30%. So it is very, very good at what it does, very good at plumping, at smoothing, at exfoliating, and really looking after the lips. However, I do feel like this is only beneficial if you're going to top it off with a really thick, occlusive moisturizer like a lip balm to seal in all that hydration. If you don't do that, I just feel like the hydration drifts off into the atmosphere, and my lips looked a lot drier, felt a lot drier, were a lot bumpier and more textured after I'd used this for a long period of time than they were when I first started to use it. So it may be user error on my part, but it just didn't suit me. Next up, I want to talk about the Sulfur 10% powder to cream concentrate. Now, everybody knows how much I love this product. I don't think it's going to be for everybody because not everybody needs this within their skincare routine. However, if you have problematic skin, if you do suffer from blackheads, blemishes, redness on the skin, if you have a teenager in your life that is starting to get a little bit of inflammation and redness and soreness and just irritation all over, then this is the product that I would highly recommend. This has unreal power without being aggressive. It minimizes the appearance of breakouts pretty much immediately, at least within the first hour after application, by calming angry redness and all that inflammation. It's got 10% sulfur using colloidal sulfur, which is very, very small in molecular structure for effective delivery. This small molecular structure can also minimize the smell of the ingredient. I mean, it hasn't minimized it completely, but I don't find it offensive. Sulfur can have that really eggy smell, and this small molecular structure really does disguise that. It also disguises the actual shade of this ingredient. This being white, it doesn't look white once it's on the skin because of that small molecular structure. So this blends into the skin superbly. You can apply this under makeup and over makeup, which for me makes it completely revolutionary, because when you've got that breakout that's just poking through the skin, you've already applied all of your makeup, you can actually apply this over the top and it will minimize that irritation, that redness, that inflammation pretty much instantaneously. So I absolutely love this product. I can't shout about it enough, but again, this isn't necessary for absolutely everyone. Next in the hot seat, we've got the Volufiline 92% plus Pal Isoleucine 1%. Now, I have done a full deep dive standalone video on this. If you haven't seen that already, I will link that up here. So I'm only going to touch on this very, very briefly. I really like this. I'm not sure I like it for the purpose that it's supposed to have. So this is supposed to really plump out the skin and reintroduce that fullness that with age can disappear. I'm not sure it actually does that. Yes, this is an incredibly hydrating product, so it does plump out the area. I also think it is a great product for underneath makeup, especially under the eye area, applying a tiny little bit, maybe 10 minutes before you apply your concealer. Just makes your concealer just go on so much better. It also warms the area. It just, yeah, I really do like it. Whether I think this actually works to refill that volume loss, I'm not quite sure. The jury is still out, but I'm still using it. It hasn't worked for me yet, as far as I'm concerned. It's great, and I really like it, and it's gonna last for a really long time, but yeah, I'm just not quite sure it's doing what it's supposed to do. I have been psyching myself up to talk about this next product. Okay, this is the Multi-Active Delivery Essence. So essentially this is a primer for your skincare. I know, bear with me. Now, there wasn't masses of advertising surrounding this product when it was new on the website. I just happened to come across it, that it was new, and I bought it and I tried it. So this is a hydrating and conditioning essence that primes the skin for skincare penetration. So it can increase penetration of your skincare ingredients, gives long-lasting hydration, it can brighten the skin for a luminous and more radiant appearance. However, where do I start? I mean, this is just glorified glycerin and water mixed together. There are very few other ingredients that are going to do your skin any benefit whatsoever. This is literally like splashing your face with water and dampening the skin before you apply the rest of your products. You don't need this in your skincare routine. Yes, it's a nice hydrating formula, but basically that is all that it is. And water will do a very similar job if you just dampen the skin or spritz the skin with a mist prior to your skincare application. Your skincare is going to penetrate deeper and you're going to get more benefits from your active ingredients. So yeah, this is pointless to me, and it really did make me quite cross, because I am one of those people that buys everything that's new from The Ordinary because they are so good and I trust them implicitly, and for this to be brought out in the first place, I think is a massive oversight from The Ordinary. There is no point in spending £10.60 on this when water from the tap will do. From the pointless to the superb, however, this is the Rice Lipids and Ectoin Microemulsion. I adore this. If you have problematic skin and you don't like to apply a heavy moisturizer, or even those gel moisturizers are a little bit too heavy for you, try this out. It is to die for. Absolutely beautiful. The Rice Lipids plus Ectoin Microemulsion is an ultra light moisturizer that makes the skin feel like silk. It is the last step in your skincare routine before SPF in the morning. You can also use this in the evening as your final step. The reason I want to point that out is because this is so liquidy, this is so runny. You would think that this was one of the first products you applied to your skin, but actually this is a moisturizer. It is very good at what it does, but it is super, super lightweight. So still the last product to be applied to the skin before SPF in the morning and last thing in the evening. This formula includes rice lipids and ectoin. Now, these are superb ingredients for soothing and smoothing and hydrating and looking after that skin barrier, repairing and protecting. It's also got natural moisturizing factors in here to moisturize and hydrate, and jojoba oil also within this formula, and it doesn't feel oily at all, but there is jojoba oil in here to support skin hydration and to nourish. I'm in love with this. I think it is superb. I have semi-dry skin, so I do have some dry patches on my face. If I was going to use this first thing in the morning, I would top it off with another moisturizer, or as I'm doing at the moment, topping it off with a moisturizing SPF, which is perfect for me. So I get that extra hit of moisturization and hydration without the heaviness. This is so, so beautiful. It seriously is. And if you haven't used this on the lips, I wake up in the morning, my lips are seriously dry and crackled and lots of texture on there. Within 10 seconds, apply a tiny little bit to your finger. Within 10 seconds, your lips are plump and smooth. Again, you need to top this off with some sort of lip balm to stop that hydration and nourishment from just evaporating into the air, but gorgeous. Absolutely stunning product. And finally, let's talk about the Lash Curl Finisher. Now, I was a little bit bemused about this when I first heard about it. I have been trialing this out for a couple of months now. It was released either very, very towards the end of 2025 or very early 2026. I can't remember which. However, I have had it in my possession for some time and I've been using it on and off. So this is a transparent lash styling formula that is supposed to hold a lift and also hold a curl. It's supposed to define and enhance lash definition. It creates a flexible yet strong film on the lashes to hold that curl in place all day. There is a slight bit of tackiness to the lashes. It doesn't 100% dry down. There is a little bit of stickiness there, but I don't mind that at all. It does hold a curl for me, it does, but that's pretty pointless for me because my lashes have very little pigment and this is clear. So unfortunately for me, this wasn't massively beneficial. You can use this underneath mascara. So if you are wearing a mascara that just makes your lashes flop, you can put this on before you apply that mascara and give your lashes a little bit of extra curl prior to going in with your heavy mascara. Do I say that this is going to hold a curl massively with mascara on? No, but it will hold a little bit of a curl. So it will hold more of the curl than it would do without the formula underneath. You can't see my lashes usually, and you still can't see them massively after application of this product. So it is only £9.40, which I think is a great deal. It's really nice to apply. You can apply multiple layers of this and build it up if you want to, but there really is no need. So yeah, I need a tinted version. A tinted version and I would be impressed. This, I'm not overly impressed. So let's rank these from worst to best. You all know that in position 6 it's going to be the multi-active delivery essence. I think I made my feelings well and truly clear during this segment. I just think this is pointless. Nobody needs this. No one needs it. It's a perfectly nice product. It's, you know, it's hydrating. It's nice, but you do not need this in your skincare routine. Please do not think that you do just because The Ordinary have brought this out. For me, it's just pretty pointless. No, definitely not a recommendation from me. In 5th position, we've got the PHA 5% Exfoliating Lip Serum. Again, this is a nice product if you use it wisely. You do have to apply something over the top to stop your lips becoming dehydrated. This is supposed to hydrate the lips, but if you don't use it well, your lips are going to be wrinkly, pruny, just textured, awful. This made my lips worse rather than better. I'm not saying it doesn't work, it does, but you do have to be careful with it. In fourth position, we've got the Lash Kill Finisher. Now, this would have been in fifth position for me personally. However, I have read a lot of the reviews and so many people are raving about this product. I need this to be black or brown, and then maybe this would be much higher up in the list. But for me, who's got quite transparent lashes to begin with, I need the volume, I need the curl, I need the lift. This would be brilliant if it was darker and actually tinted my lashes at the same time as it was lifting and curling. Without that tint, this is pointless for me, but so many people love it. It's in position 4. The Volufiline 92% plus Pal Isoleucine 1% is in position 3. Now, it's only in position 3 and not higher because I haven't seen noticeable differences in the volume underneath my eyes, which is where I've been applying it. I do love this product though, and I wouldn't be without it. It is great for underneath concealer, for smooth application, and it feels warming, inviting, and it definitely is plumping in a hydrating way. It would have been higher had I seen more benefits, but at the moment, it has to be in position 3. The silver medal goes to the Sulfur 10% powder to cream concentrate. I love this. I have one on my desk for before makeup application, and I have one in my handbag for after makeup application. I also sent my husband away with this on a recent conference because he'd got a little blemish that was just starting to poke through the skin and was a little bit tender. This is all that was required to bring that tenderness, that redness, that inflammation down. I swear by this. Absolutely swear by it. It is a joy to apply. The powder just means that it's not messy in your handbag. You just dot a little bit in the palm of your hand and just press it into a finger and then dab it onto the blemish or whatever, you know, a bit of irritation. It is phenomenal. Love it. It would have been in first place had The Ordinary not brought out the Rice Lipids and Ectoin Microemulsion. This stuff is gold, so deserves the gold medal. I love this. I love how it applies. I love how lightweight it is. I love how it makes my skin feel. It's so hydrating. It does have that nourishment in there without the heavy feel. I just adore it. Yes, I have to apply a moisturizer over the top of this. If just in my dry areas, my oily areas, this is fine on its own. But if you have super dry skin, you may have to do the same. But love it. Absolutely love it. It is divine. It just, sinks into the skin effortlessly, and just the way it makes my skin feel is just silky, smooth and soft and just gorgeous. Love it. Definitely deserves its place in position 1. So that's it for this video. Have you tried all of these products already? Do you agree with my ranking? Would you rank these in a different order? Please put your rankings in the comment section and add a comment on why you would put those products in that specific order. Which products do you absolutely swear by? Which have been a little bit of a letdown for you? Do let me know. Have your say in the comments. Also, please don't forget to like, subscribe, give this video a share, and hope to see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.